Side, yes, Mickey, with less than a 16th to go. What the Hill, a short lead. Lindy the Great to the inside. Yes, Mickey, coming to the wire. It's What the Hill and David Miller winning the
pocket setter. Turned first over attacker, What the Hill. In behind them, Dover Dan from in third. International Money still got work to do. They're in deep stretch, and here comes What the Hill and Miller on the outside. What the Hill converting off the pocket trip to win the Canadian Trotting Classic. He won it by 3 going away. It's What the Hill.
Third, 3/4, 124 and 2 into the stretch. Looks like Chippendale appears to be on the verge. Crazy Wild trying to fend him off. Room at the rail for What the Hill. He's raging late. And in heavy traffic is Pinkman on the far outside. Dayson trying to close in. But off the rail comes What the Hill, the 3-year-old. What the Hill to seal his division. What the Hill. Then Dayson. And then it was Pinkman third and Mambo Lindy fourth. What the Hill in one.
All right, welcome ladies and gentlemen to something a little bit different. Sunday night, talking trotters. I've got a couple of work commitments tomorrow night, so just thought change it up a little bit. As always, show about where we talk trotters, and I just wanted to get the message out there live. Don't have any guests, have quite a few videos organised to go on, but if we end up getting sidetracked and we have someone wanting to bring in a live guest or two, we can definitely sort that out as well and go forward. Been a big couple of days. Of course, the Mohawk Millions was running 1 today. We'll touch on that in a little while. Matty Clayton, hello to you. And some nice races in America. Plenty happening. Lots here in Victoria. Change up a little bit. Got a couple of highlight races this week from both New South Wales and Queensland. Got 4 or 5 races from Victoria as a highlight, plus also New Zealand with their racing really starting to hot it up as well. So, as always, the show is proudly brought to you by What the Hill, who is standing at Woodland Stud for the service fee of 7,700 Australian or $7,000 plus GST in New Zealand. What the Hill won 12 races. And 8 placings, $1.3 million in stake money, 151.4. He went himself. The horse was trained by Ron Burke. Ron Burke has had a huge day today. At Canada, he wasn't there, but he has actually had a massive day today as well. So if you want to get involved in the show, Talking Trotters, not quite the same as on Loose Lines, definitely more structured, a little bit better to drive through. Please fire in your questions and get involved. Naomi Sanderson, hello to you. You guys got a winner at Oyen today, but unfortunately, I know there's no trots at Oyen. The week of winners, quite often I'll highlight some of the winners from America. This was Ohio. Just Ohio the other day. So 5 days of racing. These were his winners with Freeborn, What a Mission, Purple People Eater, Maxine's Hill, Boa Steel, Gypsy Hill, Roxana, Jet Hill, and John Dutton. 9 individual winners over those 5 days. 16 winners in North America. 16 individual winners in North America for What the Hill last week. That was last week alone. So pretty impressive stats there coming out of the US, and he's just doing a great job, and they're just getting better and better. You watch some of the UK Skewbald, hello to you. Watch some of the talk and the interviews. If you had been here last week, you would have been able to see these. But the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association, you can go there and watch the replays of all the jug races. Those other couple of channels there, they're YouTube channels, so go to those anytime. Hit subscribe. I've subscribed to them all. You get alerts for your YouTube feed, and you're able to go and see those anytime you want, and you can see the replays. Anything that's live is always there as replays, as is this show, so you can go back and watch it over and over again if you want to. The other one I want to highlight though is Cossa TV, and that is cossatv.ca. So I reckon if you put the A's in front of it, left the hyphen out of it, you'll get it. But go to YouTube and follow that great show those guys are. Mohawk Millions was on there today, but they highlight plenty of racing. Plus also was the Canadian Trottage Classic. Huge day of racing. I think there was 4 or 5 feature trot races, plus some great pacing races as well. So make sure you go and visit those sites. And if you're on YouTube, and you can watch YouTube anywhere in the world, Norm Dunbar, hello to you. You do not, you don't miss out. You can watch it anywhere worldwide. And yeah, it's, I think, the way of the future. Been banging on about it for a long, long time. And I think people need to get in touch with it. He's not only leaving winners in New York, in America, but this is 5 o'clock Jerry. This is a What the Hill trained by the Bernie Hackett and Michelle Wallace, driven by Crystal, getting up the inside there in the sprint lane. This horse has got quite an impressive record, but you can just see there how fast he finished off there and got the job done. That was a double for Crystal, so well done to Crystal on bringing up a double on the day, but that was the first one of her winners. This horse here, he's a 3-year-old gelding. I can do that actually. Let's go. Yep, that'll work that way. So if we go to this one and we'll go to that, you can see here that if you actually at first glance 16 starts and only the 2 wins, but have a look at that. This season 15 starts, 2 wins, 6 seconds, 4 thirds. That's 12 starts out of 15 this season alone, where he's earned money in the top 3. So he's a lovely horse. Justin Lane, hello to you as well. This is 5 o'clock Jerry. He's only a 3-year-old, as the oldest are only 3-year-olds here in Australia and New Zealand, and yet doing a terrific job. And there's plenty more to come, but as I said, 16 individual winners in the US, 9 at the Little Brown Jug meeting, the 5 days of the Little Brown Jug. And if you've just tuned in, we'll just bang there. And that were them for What the Hill, doing a huge job. So yeah, and we'll highlight a couple of those American races towards the end of the day. End of the show, been a big week with trotting. Plenty of huge wins, plenty of ones I suppose to get out there and highlight. I might actually stay in New Zealand and Auckland, and just trying to find what race it was. Well, we're going race number 5. It was the Franklin Vets Mares and Fillies Trot. This is a $20,000 race, and as I said to you there before, Crystal
Hackett storming forward as Gazman and Fergie getting right into contention. Now back on the inside, Bangkok better than Trot to Chevron, Quick Shot.
Sorry about the audio. Fix the audio up there. Here with Aldebaran Flame and another horse that's getting a good little record, but the good trainers, the trotters, have got one galloping out the back there, but that happens when you have so many of them. Michelle and Bernie do an awesome job with their trotters, and we've got this little mare going terrific here now, Aldebaran Flame. She's just trying to bring up her record while she's going there. 52 starts, 6 wins now, 8 seconds and 7 thirds. So doing a very, very good job, and I think well done to Crystal Hackett too, because it's pretty hard for a few of the guys down there. Michael Epps, hello to you. Please, if you want to get a question out there, please feel free to do so. But yeah, they're doing a huge job with there. There was plenty of trotting winners, and I will go through the New Zealand trotting winners as we go, but I definitely just want to highlight a couple of others. I'm actually going to go, I'll go to today. There was a feature race at Muchakarara, Harness Racing Unhinged. If you don't watch that on New Zealand, make sure you get involved in that. But the Majestic Sun DJ Jones Memorial Trotting Handicap was taken out by, I suppose, a horse that has got a few little quirks. He's just getting outside the lead, outside the deaf horse there in Oscar Bonavina for Olivia Thornley, and goes to front. Watch how quiet she just pulls the earplugs, and then she just sits there. You've got Resolve coming up the inside, coming up pretty hard, and Bobby Butt, he's not sitting there, that's for sure. Yeah, Olivia Thornley doesn't breathe on him because he can be a bit of an enigma, the horse, but he is a horse with a lot of ability. And he got the job done. Brought up Olivia's 50th winner too, so well done to Olivia there, and well done to Connections getting the chocolates there with, as I said, Oscar Bonavina. What's he had now? See, you can look at him sometimes because he's had 2 starts overseas, so he's got an impressive record now. 49 starts, 18 wins, 10 seconds and 5 thirds. So 28, 33 times in the top 20 out of 49. So it's very, very impressive record there, owned by Mark Purden. He had a time where he was trained by Regan Todd, actually, the horse. But yeah, Resolve is actually going terrific for Paul Nairn. Rani Hammond helps me out on the Over the Ditch show. He would have been pretty happy with that run, and some really nice runs there. But one of the other feature races, wrong meeting, was Thursday night, and there was some good 2-year-olds on there. They've had a few 2-year-old races step out as well. It was the Macca Large size stakes, $45,000 for the 3-year-old trotting fillies, and this will be a bit of a highlight for the Oaks.
Favourite crackling up, facing the breeze inside the 600. Sunny Sister waiting for the passing lane. 1-1 now, the Ivy League. Mavis Jones off stride back in the pack. 3 deep the pylons. Isolate needs an out, appears to travel well. Then George Elliott, Six Jewel inside the 400 metres. Oh, Tony Hurley, he hasn't moved. Walking on Sunshine travels. Third quarter and 30 dead. Sunny Sister at this stage appears to be the biggest danger. Pebble Beach passing lane about to open up. Crackling in behind them. Inside run for Isolate, and down the outside George Elliott when it's all over. Walking on Sunshine. Inside run now and coming through quickly Sunny Sister, and here's Isolate out and charging. Late post comes. Oh, Isolate will get there. Isolate, we've got an upset in the Group 3. Will beat Sunny
over the top, but yeah, or not. Depends on who you are. Some people might like it better if they don't hear me, but yeah, nice way to break your maiden. That is for sure. The daughter of Father Patrick out of Escapee. This is not one of Phil's normal breed. Escapee is actually a Sundown mare. And just see who else she may have had. She's actually got a What the Hill. It's bred by Trevor Casey. Escapee this is, of course. So What the Hill colt. Called What's Up the Hill, embryo transfer. That horse there is. Lorena de Sur had 2 wins, and Alcatraz had 4 wins. So, but I think Connections, everyone there would be very, very happy with the way Escapee found the line. It was a super impressive run as well. So, anyone that's watched Talking Trotters before, please bring your highlight to the table. I don't have a worry at all. Anyone bringing stuff to the table, especially around the trotters. Most people will be aware this show is generally on a Monday night, but just due to some work commitments, can't do that this week. So Sunday night, a lot of people might be out enjoying the beautiful warm weather. But yeah, with my commitment to my sponsors, make sure these shows keep continuing to go out. So thought I'd put it out live tonight. So if anyone wanted to get involved, please, they can at any stage. Which way do we go now? We might go New South Wales, because New South Wales, they had the Trotters Carousel reinvigorated. They had one before, and it was back again this week. And as you can see there, going to the front. Actually, it's not Constantinople. Constantinople is actually second. That was Albizia for Cam Hart and Jared Orchin going to the front. Constantinople second. And then Kai Valley Hotspur for the Lily and Luke McCarthy barnstorming down the outside, but just misses out on the $25,000 final by Trixton out of El Scorch. And then we spoke to Joe Pace a couple of weeks ago, and he was saying, or last week actually it was, he was saying how he was related to this horse. Now won its last 4 Constantinople, and doing an awesome job for Connection. So I'm sure there'll be a lot of people very, very happy with that horse, and it's going to win plenty more. So going there. Rightio. I have to get, hang on, I've got to get 2 of those. What do I got to do? This button here. 2 of those going up there as well. So UK Skewbald says there that he's had his track driving test passed for the first one. I'm racing in 2 weeks at York again, and I have a little video. I don't know how to send it into you. So there you go, mate. You'll work it out. You can possibly get in touch with me. Not exactly sure how, but we can work something out anyway. So we might work that out off air. But Maddie Clayton Adele was impressive again last night at Albion Park. She wasn't impressive, mate. She was awesome. Absolutely sensational. Second last here in the picture. Third last. Just pulling out into the 3 wide line. And have a look at the sheer acceleration this mare shows. She's a funny little mare. She's very, very quirky. A lot of people have had her. She's owned by Dave McGowan and Claire McGowan, as well as other people from New Zealand. Nicole Melander is in the ownership there as well. Jack Butler now doing a massive job with this trotter. And she just ran away here. I think, what was it down the back? 28-1. I think he said 27-8 on the call. And then 29 home. But she is a beautiful mare by Orlando Vici. McGowan's, Claire and Dave are great supporters of Harasta Trotters, have been for a long time. She's now on $187,000 in stakes, this mare. 58 wins, 17 wins from 58 starts, and just doing a massive job. I'm just going to look up her record since Jack's had her too. He's done a pretty good job with her, Jack. He hasn't done a good job with her. He's done a great job with her. MJ Butler. So that must be Jack. Must be there. So Jack's had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 race wins. So 11 race starts with her. And 5 wins. 1, 2, 3, 4 wins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wins. Sorry about that. But yeah, doing an awesome job with the mare, and yeah, she was awesome, Maddie Clayton. She's got plenty more wins to come, that's for sure. And yeah, super exciting mare. She hopefully will behave herself for a little bit longer. She's exciting to keep watching, and hopefully she stays on the racetrack and not going to the breeding barn. But I would imagine that would be tempting for the 7-year-old mare. But yeah, couldn't agree more, Maddie. I thought it was an awesome win on the weekend, and yeah, some nice wins there. We'll go to Melton now, and we'll go to one of the queens of our sport. At the minute, they don't get a lot better than Queen Alida, and the job that she is doing. She's super impressive. You can see her sitting there behind Mufasa Metro. Have a look at her here. She just wants to get out around him. I think she's saying to Chris, I can go now. But yeah, she may only just get there. You got to realise, leader to winner. Check out the sectionals on this horse, because she's had to have gone close to half a second quicker than Mufasa Metro to level up with him. 27.9 was their last quarter. Mufasa Metro was amazing. Queen Alida was terrific. I'm Ready Jet was the same thing. I'm Ready Jet's actually taken off another half a wheel length as well. So those 3 horses, 1, 2 and 3, 2 of those are fillies. I reckon Connections would be wrapped in them. Loxley Lover was good. Kai Valley Honey Bunny and Maestro were a little bit disappointing, but they were well and truly outclassed, that's for sure. I think Kai Valley Honey Bunny is about a 48 rated race, and you're taking on one of the best in Australia and possibly one of the best mares in the world in Queen Alida. She has a unique little quirk, knows how to find the line. So Neville Pangrazio is watching. Hello to you, Nev. Hopefully your filly's okay after last week. Nev informed us that he was getting some tests done, so hopefully she's okay. Darren Emerson from Maryborough, he won't be talking anything else but football. As a Carlton man, good luck to you, Darren, on the weekend. He is a one-eyed Collingwood man, Darren is, so he'll be cock-a-hoop, that's for sure, getting about and going for there. So well done to him, that's for sure. That was the Chris Howe Trotters handicap. Unfortunately, back to $25,000 a Chris Howe Trot, which is disappointing. But anyway, that's what happens. The other trot on at Melton was won by Kiang Ignite. Now, I rang Glennie Craven just to find out a little bit more about why this horse is now a 6-year-old. Had 4 starts as a 2-year-old, was unbeaten, returned and was beaten first up, but terrific return to form. Look at those quarters: 31-4, 29-8, 27-8 and 28-8 home. Elderbaron Keeper getting up the inside. She's Ruby Roo finishing off terrific as well down the outside, but all honours with the winner, Kiang Ignite. As I said, now he's had 6 starts, 5 wins, 50,000 in the stakes, in the stake money. He has won the Elderbaron Homegrown final. I reckon that's it there. It's very confusing what's happening in Victoria, but I got a funny feeling. Yeah, it was a Group 1 as a 3-year-old. Sorry, I said he raced as a 2-year-old. He actually raced as a 3-year-old by Angus Hall at Aldebaran Revenue. So doing a huge job. That horse there is Jared Maloney is watching. Well done to Jared Maloney and the Swan Hill Harness Racing Club. Jared informs me that of their Swan Hill Stallion tender that closed on Friday, all horses have been sold. All stallion tenders have been sold, with the exception of, I'm going to make sure of it before I do, creatine. So please, if you are interested in breeding to creatine, standing at Niverley Yard Stud, get in touch with Jared at the Swan Hill Harness Racing Club. I know it has closed, but I'm sure Jared could facilitate there as well. They're open to offers. It says there basically Swan Hill tenders done and dusted again, all sold except creatine, which is a bit of a surprise, but we are open to offers. So get in touch with the Swan Hill Harness Racing Club. Jared is on Facebook. The Swan Hill Harness Racing Club is on Facebook as well. So if you are interested in that, get involved there. Brad Steele's just logged in. Brad, I highlighted Adele and showcased that race there for her. So terrific and good insight. And I've reached out to most of the states, make sure that I'm not doing anything untoward with their coverage, and because they've all given me the green light, you'll be seeing a lot more of the coverage there. Jack Butler on there. I only know you as Jack, but I presume you're an M, Matthew or Michael or something along those lines. But yep, well done to you, mate. The job you're doing with Adele is awesome, so she's going terrific. And Alexander Hurley is on as well. I'm going to ask Alex a question a bit later on, if she's still there, about one of the races in South Australia last week, one of the trotting races. Another horse I do want to highlight, because I enjoy highlighting, some of the good stories, all the good stories, but I also enjoy highlighting little stories like this mare here, and this is a Dancers. Now that is her 3 deep, the only horse making a run here, out 3 deep for Donna Castles. Donna does a great job with her horses, only a small team. It's a 7-year-old mare by Bacardi Linda out of I'm Tina Turner. She's only a tiny little mare there, and you can see her getting to the line terrific. She's now had 13 wins from 97 starts, 73,000 in stakes. She's won the last 4 on the bounce. Little chestnut mare, little mare in form. She's going absolutely terrific. So well done to Donna, Doc, and everyone who is involved. Donna is actually the leasee I just saw there of Dancers, and I think it's just a great little story about how good this little mare is going. She actually quinelled the race with Lindy Grace. Mark Lee took the drive there, so it was a 1-2 1-2 for the stable. But as always, there's always those little quirky ones coming in, and you can see there the horse at the bottom of the field, Vitor Lamy. If you're into your pro bull riding, you'll know who Vitor Lamy is. Ran last. So highs and lows of this industry, that's what that's actually what happens quite regularly. So first, second and last. I'm sure everyone was happy. I reckon even Doc would be happy, even though he did run last in that, but that is okay as well. So, yep, don't forget, if you want to get involved in the show, please do. But as I said, always brought to you by What the Hill, and What the Hill had a huge week in North America this week with 16 individual winners. Go to woodlandstud.co.nz for any information you'd like about What the Hill or any of their other stallions. They have had a pretty big week in Ohio, but they are the 9 individual winners at Ohio, with which was for 5 days of racing. And anyone wanting to watch any of those races in any way, what did I call it? I called it that one there. Go to Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association on YouTube. They actually have a Facebook page. Didn't know that until the other day, but I was able to watch the Little Brown Jug and a lot of the others. And if you are on YouTube, if you're on YouTube on Campbell's Comments, I'm watching you. If you want to put a comment in, please do. Also, hit like and subscribe, because the more people that follow me. I had 3 people unfollow me, which is very rude. I'm trying to get to 1,000. We're at 600 108 at the minute. So I've been trying for that for a few years. Don't know why it doesn't grow, but anyway, maybe because YouTube people don't like me, possibly. Don't know. Anyway, doesn't worry me. But saying that, please follow those other channels, hit like and subscribe. And if you are new to it, also Cossa TV on YouTube as well. They've got, pretty sure they've got a Facebook page as well, but YouTube's the best place to watch them because you can shut your phone down, but still have the audio going through YouTube feeds. It will continue to go. If you just hit the side button and close your phone down, it will still play the audio. So it's the best way to watch them, I believe, anyway. So going forward. So, yep. So as I said, and he had 9 winners this week. Make sure you get in touch with the guys at Woodland Stud. What the Hill, standing for $7,700 or $7,000. I was away, so I didn't get a lot organised. Haven't got home until late today, about 5:30, caught to 6. Hence, there was no advertising in case I didn't get this up and done. But we will be back next week live. There's no worries there. So what I am going to do, been away for a couple of days, I'm not sure what's happened with that race. Okay, right, we'll go, while you're there, Alex, we will do it this way. I'll go that way. So we'll go back to Adelaide on Saturday night. There's no structure as such. We just want to talk trotters. We've highlighted all the winners from from Albion Park, Melton and Menangle for the trotters. So we might as well go to Globe Derby, and I'll flip back to this screen, but please keep your comments coming, and I will highlight them, and we'll make sure that they come up. Sorry, wrong mouse I was playing with just then, so hopefully nothing went wrong. It didn't indeed, but it was Powder Keg winning the SA Square Trotters Association Grammel Trotters Cup. Now, the Grammel was a race. Now, this is my question to you, Alex. Hopefully, I think it used to be a race series. It's $9,999, won by Powder Keg, beating Cyclo S. Adams and Millie's Magic, Aldebaran Gwen for 4th. But yeah, I'm just not sure if the Grammel race series, I'm sure it used to be a race series, or if it has changed now to that. But good to see Powder Keg back in the winner's circle. Won 3 starts ago as well. So Jill Nielsen has given the horse 4 starts now, and he's back in the winner's circle, winning 2 of those. So he's a lovely horse, one of the best looking horses you'll see going around. Beautifully bred by Muscle Hill, also the same sire as What the Hill. While we're here, where's this other trot race? There it is there. Winsome Ruby by Bacardi Lindy. That's 3 Bacardi Lindys I've mentioned so far tonight, beating Mangana Joe and Pies Riding Shotgun. The most named horse on Talking Trotters, Susan Grace and Corey Jones. Well done to you guys, so congratulations there as well. Lockie Cook is on. Lockie, I could have rang you, Lockie, to find out. Lockie, if you are still watching, King Ignite, why did he have so long off in between races? Would be really, really cool, actually, if we could find out, because he has had a little way off. Alicia Harrison is watching. I did it over the ditch with Alicia. Stay tuned for that. Not sure exactly what day that one's going to come on, but it will come on in a day or two, that is for sure. So make sure you keep an eye out for that. Alex hasn't got to me just yet, so I'll give her a little bit of time. I mentioned there before about Cossa TV. Michael Stanley, hello to you, Mickey. Long time no see. Michael was at the same horse event that I was at today, so he's been a show dad as well, so they're a little bit funny. Grammel was a series, used to have the Jack Roberts Memorial, the Tuxedo, and I think a race named after Silky Jones, who owned Gracie. So does that mean that it's no longer, you think, Alex, or not? She's my South Australian correspondent. I'm tipping she's probably not across that. It might be a bit of research for next week. We might get someone on from South Australia, and we'll bring the show back to a Monday night and see how we go from there. Ben Stud Standardbreds are watching. They're getting more and more trotters. They've of course got the Shaw and Payne horses, the Phoenix. We were talking about those last week. So hello to you guys as well. Plus they've got their own couple of horses as well that they do sell through the sales. I think they sell 4 or 5 just recently. So thanks you for joining in, that is for sure. Mickey Stanley, unfortunately those photos didn't go. Bugger. Okay, so Alex just said then it's only been a single race for a few seasons. There used to be, I mean, we live in years gone by, but it used to be a lot of Victorian horses would head across there to try and win it, but also to improve it, I suppose, going through that as well. Before we go to too many more results, and I'm actually going to go to New Zealand results for last week first and bring those up as we go through. But today, I said there before about Cossa TV. Go back and watch it. The Mohawk $1 million trot race was on. Scott Veron, how's this for a stat, has driven $3 million winners this season. It's been done 3 times before. John Campbell, Timmy Tetrick, and I've forgotten the other gentleman's name. It come across the feed that I was watching. Sorry about that. Gemma Smallman, hello to you. Warren Cochran, hello to you as well. Anyway, it'd been done 3 times, but he was on the favourite. $4 million races in the 1 year he could have won. Auntie Rukanen, Auntie would answer my call. I'm reluctant to ring people because Sunday is a day off, so they may have had a few drinks. So unless someone sends me a message and says it's good to ring them, I am not ringing anyone on a Sunday. But anyway, the Mohawk Millions was on. It was taken out by a horse called TCI. A T, a C, and an I is how you spell his name. 3 words, but TCI, no, nothing else. They don't have to do that in America. He's the son of Cantab Hall, for Ronnie Burke trained him. Galloped out. I read an article just there before. They put a mini bit on him and he did not like it. He resented it. But he got the chockies. It was a barnstorm. He finished down the outside to get up with the chockies for Dave Miller. And as I said, Ron Burke, the trainer, Ron Burke actually Quinelled the race. So there was an inquiry. He wasn't too worried about this one because he trained What the Hill, Ronnie Burke. And What the Hill lost the Hambletonian on protest, and you have to watch the race to work out how he actually lost it. But anyway, Tennessee Tom ran second, and Ronnie Burke had a pretty good day because the Canadian Trotters Classic was won by Celebrity Bambino, another son of Mount Muscle Hill, driven by Yannick Gingras. An incredibly tactical race, that race. He got the cold sit on the favourite, one of Aki's fence. No, that was the other race. But anyway, it was a very tactical race, Dave Miller. It's incredible how they drive over there. It's great to watch it. So make sure going around there. Brad Steele, absolutely. That is super important. The Trotties into Dominion 23 close tomorrow. So we want as many people going up there who can. Brad, I'm going to ring you. Hopefully you can answer it. Just see, hang on, I've got a messenger. Lockie Cook, call Auntie to find out about Angus. It's his favourite horse. One issue, Lockie, don't have Auntie's phone number. So that's hang on. Right, we've got 2 things going on here. So let's just see if we can. We'll just see what Lockie comes up with. I'll ring Brad Steele. Lockie, if you're watching, get Auntie to give me a call, or flick me his number, and I can go from there. So that part will be cool. Don't want to ring him. Sorry, just rang the wrong person now. Right, hang on. Brad, you just sit there and behave yourself for a minute. Let's just see. Oh, I didn't want to do that. I just wanted to call him. We'll go from there. And it is working. Hopefully he answers. Lockie might have given him a word, hopefully. He might not answer.
You have reached the message.
No, Auntie didn't want to. He didn't want to answer. I'll tell you what we're going to do. We'll just put Lockie on the spot for a second. Wait and see. Hopefully one of them answers. He was messaging me. He knows I'm on. He just doesn't want to answer it. As I said, Sunday nights are dangerous. Mondays will be fine. Sundays could be dangerous because I can't hang up. Now I can. So Lockie doesn't want to answer either. So we'll just see how we go. We'll try him again in a second, but we will get Brad Steele on because we want to make sure that people are aware of that. Didn't actually. Don't think I've got that. That Larry show.
Evening, Paul.
Brad, how are you? I don't like ringing people on Sundays because it can be, well, two things. One, it's a family night, and also people can just have a quiet, sort of relaxing afternoon. So I wasn't worried if you.
Mate, I go to church early on a Sunday too, so that's not a problem for me.
Someone tried to tell me the other day that church wasn't open at 5 o'clock, and I was like, it used to be, but anyway, I won't go there. But that's okay. Firstly, what a win by Adele. I actually showed the race there before, but what a brilliant race win on Saturday night.
Just incredible, Paul. Just the speed of Adele was unbelievable. You know, like that 600 metres, just unbelievable. And she won by a really big margin. And Jack Butler's done an unbelievable job since he's taken over the training of Adele. And as you said, she's been rather problematic for a lot of trainers, but Jack's really getting on really well with her, and so are the drivers. And I think she's double-digit wins for Jack since she joined his stable.
Yeah, and correct me if I'm wrong, but that was actually Nathan Dawson's 300th winner, which I was remiss of me not to say. I think it was. Anyway, that was a race that was highlighted anyway by Adam Hamilton, so at the time. But either way, it's a great effort by him winning 300 wins. But this is obviously talking trotters, and we're more about Jack Butler, and he has problem horses. He does a good job with problem horses over the journey, and he's done a great job with this little mare. She's winning, easing down here. I think it was last quarter was about 29.8, but it was just an emphatic victory.
It sure was, yeah. And look, I'm pretty sure Jack's probably, or the connections may be pointing her towards maybe an Inter-Dominion start later this year in Brisbane.
Yep, it's remiss of me not to have realised that when I was saying it. I was thinking about her being retired or not, and hopefully you can get Dave and Claire across there. I don't know if you know Dave McGowan at all, Brad, but if you get him across there, you're in for some fun, that's for sure.
Excellent. Well, we like a bit of fun, and we always like to have the Kiwis come across, Paul. I'm sure there'll be quite a large contingent of Kiwis, both from the North and South Island, coming across for ID23 in Brisbane.
Yep, absolutely, and there's plenty to go before that. But noms do close tomorrow, mate.
Noms do close tomorrow. That's exactly right. So I just thought I'd remind everybody. I know talking to David Brick last week, there's been lots of interest, as you would expect. But sometimes these things can creep up on people, and they do close tomorrow. So I just wanted to put a gentle reminder out, particularly for the trotters. This is a trotters session, so I'm sure we'll get a full contingent of trotters for the ID.
Throw you under the bus. Do they close at 12 o'clock or end of the day, or?
You did throw me under the bus.
Sorry.
I would imagine, and I'll be wrong, it'll be close of business.
I reckon, actually.
It would have gone up on the Creek Facebook post.
Yeah, I don't have Facebook on this little computer that I use, but I reckon we can do it this way.
I only looked at it this morning too, Paul. That's why I knew it closed tomorrow, but...
Oh, no, that won't work. Yeah, no, sorry. Ignore what I was trying to do then. It won't work at all. But anyway, we want to make sure people know that they close. Don't leave it to the last minute. When you wake up in the morning, ring them and make sure you got everything sorted.
Yeah, absolutely, Paul. I had a call from one of your Victorian colleagues last week. He was out in the middle of a paddock somewhere, and he rang my number wanting to nominate a trotter from Victoria. I think it might be a mare as well, from memory. Payton, I think might have been his last name.
Dennis Payton.
Dennis Payton, yes.
Yep. Yeah, she's
managed to track my number down. So I know she's definitely being nominated.
She's been a bit problematic, that little mare of his, and I can't think of her name. She went around the week before in the Maryborough Cup and galloped, and then she went around. She's a Pleasure is the horse.
She's a Pleasure, that's the one. Yes.
Yeah, she's just been a little bit of a problem child at the minute. Won't trot going into the first turn. So, yeah, Matt.
No, once they get that good Queensland sun on their backs up here, she'll be fine.
No, Matty Clayton, he's onto it. 12 o'clock tomorrow, September 25. So make sure you get involved there. We don't want people to miss out. Now, Brad, while I've got you, I love putting you under pressure. Tuesdays, Trotting Tuesday. We've got to have a words with Menangle. I don't know what's going on. They've got off our Trotting Tuesdays. But while I have got you, and you're a very parochial Queenslander, so I'll actually put the two winners up. The Classic Connection Harasta Trotters at Somerset Farms Queensland Trotters Handicap is number 1. That was actually the same race name as what Adele won. So that's why I actually re-emphasised that. But Aladdin Sane got the chockies for Grant Dixon. Bred by Glenn Mitchell, owned by him. Sorry, not bred by him. It's a Kiwi horse, Aladdin Sane by Monkey Bones. That could be a horse that people may have purchased with a race at the end of the season. I don't know, but he went good. But Matt Crone, young gentleman, doing a good job. These two horses of his, they quinelled the races last week and the week before. This week they decided we'll just finish side by side in Indefensible and Tam O'Shanter. 1.4 and 1.6 metres apart. He's doing a great job with them, though.
He does a great job, Matt. As I said, a small team, but a quality team. And the thing I like about Matt's horses is that they're extremely consistent. And as you pointed out, they either win or they run second, those two trotters, but very, very consistent horses. And I think that's the great thing that I like, that a lot of the Queensland trainers have really adopted to train the trotters here in Queensland. Most of the stables do have a trotter in their stable these days, and it's not just the big stables, it's the small stables too that have really embraced the trotting in Queensland.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And then the other one was the Propulsion, standing at Trump Bloodstock Trotters handicap. The Reaper for Terry Hancock and Leonard Kane, beating End Over Love for Darryl Graham, and Every Second Counts for Richard Hutchison. So they're doing terrific. I will give a shout out to Phenomenal. It's one of those names, I looked at it, the 4th, and ever since...
A bit like Ohio.
No, Phenomenal's fine. I have no worries with it. Ohio and me have got no worries at all. It's... I can. I was talking to some people today, and they were laughing. Like I was trying to get it out, and it just, I just got to think about it for a while, and I'm fine. But Phenomenal is a great name. I love the way that's spelled. It's very, and brings me back to the Muppet days. But that's for sure. We're talking about Adele there, being by Orlando Vici. Malcolm Wells is on, and of course, Just Believe, being a son of Orlando Vici as well. New sponsors up there for Queensland as well, with Harasta Trotters and with Classic Connection standing up. So pretty good little segue. How'd I go? I reckon I got most of it out then pretty good, didn't I, mate?
Yes, you absolutely did. Yes, yeah, absolutely. No, you're spot on as usual, Paul. Well done.
Thank you for clearing that up for me, mate. I really appreciate it. I want to make sure that people are aware of these things, and we want to keep growing the product. That's why I keep trying to put out all these other things, and I want people to get onto those YouTube channels to be able to watch some of the racing overseas, and also my New Zealand friends, which you throw me a little bit off track, but it's okay. I like getting me Trotting Tuesday done, and you guys are doing a great job with your trotters in Queensland, so we've got to keep getting more and more of them, which we will.
Look, I know there's people still looking to buy trotters here in Queensland, Paul. They're getting harder to find, particularly out of New Zealand, but I know there's still owners here looking to buy trotters. And just as a side note, I'm pretty sure Just Believe's nominated for the Inter-Dominion as well. I think that was his main target from memory, but Malcolm will tell me off soon. I'm going to sit down with Greg Sugars at some point in time and just have a chat, and I will get that done, and I suppose find out about his thing. We just let the dust settle, because I think there was a little bit over the top for a while, so we'll let the dust settle for a while, and I'll catch up with him. But I will catch up with him in the near future, so that'll be super exciting for you guys as well, to have a horse like him coming up. Absolutely, Paul. Did a stunning job over there in Europe, and it's certainly be one of the headline horses here for the Brisbane Inter-Dominion. That's going to be a sensational series for the trotters.
Yep, no, absolutely. Brad, thank you. Not sure if on loose lines will be back Wednesday or Thursday. Just got to depend on the daughter's duties, or daddy-daughter duties. I've got a little bit on the next few days, so it might be back Thursday. But as always, mate, I really appreciate you coming on and answering the phone.
Mate, I've got a fair bit on too. I'm still celebrating with the Lions and the Brisbane Broncos. So I've got a fair bit on too, but you mentioned that.
It's all right. Well done. Well done. I actually think we played okay. I think we were probably...
It's no disgrace to get beaten by the Lions.
We only got beat by 3 goals too, just quietly. So, fair to say, a few people knew exactly what I was doing. I was watching my daughter do his show jumping last night at where we talked about getting off track. But anyway, and I had the AirPods in, and I'm listening to the football, and my daughter was jumping at 5:20. And of course, the game started at just after 5. So you can imagine how many fist pumps there were going on, and I had a lot of people.
You would have been crowing at the quarter.
I wasn't talking much. Didn't realise how many fist pumps I was actually doing though, and people were commenting. They were watching me, and they weren't sure which daughter was mine because there was a lot of kids coming through, and I was doing a lot of fist pumps. But then they quickly worked out I was watching something else. So I was like, yeah, we've got the Kiwis on. Bev Williamson is actually watching, and I'll tell you what, Phil Williamson has got a huge team at the minute. They're going terrific. So you want to get him across there, that's for sure. He's got plenty of them, so don't worry about that at all. All right, mate. Thank you. Thank you for joining me. And make sure we want to make sure. Thank you very much, Brad. You too. Enjoy your Sunday. Thanks for joining me.
All right. Take care. Bye.
Brad Steele there joining me. Lockie didn't want to answer the phone, and Auntie hasn't come back to me, so we'll just leave the boys at that because, as I said, it could be a little bit going on. But hello to you, Bev. I am going to go, but as I said, go to Costa TV and watch hit the lives. You go to the live section, you'll be able to watch a full replay of it. The build up and the excitement is great. Barely a mention of tote turnover and TAB odds and things like that. The coverage is outstanding. It's all about the horses. They do a few different things over there too. Something for a few of the Australians here. They put rugs on them. They walk out onto the track with the rugs, and they take the rugs off them in front of the in front of the crowd. And I just, a different way of presenting our sport, and it's really, really good. And if you race it for $1 million, I suppose you can actually do that. That's for sure. So it's really, really good. So a lot of Kiwis on. Gayleen McKinnon, didn't know that's now 3 hours difference, not 2 hours difference as well. So don't forget, Over the Ditch will be on this week. Don't know when, but I'll work that part out as we go along. I will quickly get rid of that because I don't have anyone on the phone as such. But if anyone has anything for me, don't be scared to get involved. Matty Clayton, you're going enormous, mate. Thank you very much for your contribution to the show. Rightio. Thursday night, racing returned to Addington, and we of course had Isolate win, but we will showcase all of the rest of the trots there. The IRT Your Horse Our Passion, handy Trotters Discretionary, Robbie Close and John Howe. I don't know John, but Kulmanal Strike beaten La Dama and Kuara Sunset. Some of the names are going to do my noggin in. Creatine, of course, the only horse that didn't sell for the Swan Hill Stallion Tender was the winner there, beating the sire of the winner beating the Prez, and another Creatine into third. Pacing race, that one. This, of course, here was the race I was talking about, the Makar Lodge Sires Stakes Classic for the 3-year-old trotting fillies, Group 3 event, $45,000 in stakes, with Isolate winning by Father Patrick out of Escapee, Sunny's Sister by Majestic Sun out of Stardon, and another Creatine walking on Sunshine into third. So it does an awesome job. Creatine flies under the radar for a few of these races. Now, I reckon there was one other Renegade. That was a nice win, but that's a Pacer. That's the fast class, won by Buck. Here it is here. I think this is the last of the trots for the night, but and there we'll go again. Unico Vacenza for Robert Dunn and Troy Williams. Turtle got the chockies beating Spider Moment, and Nazareth filling in third. Robert Dunn, they had a strong hand there. They had 4 of the first 5 across the line. Dream Vacation, Idlewise, Monarchy, Pick the Moment, and Love You Mason was the breeding of those 3. Just making sure there was no other trots on for that night. There was not. Racing then went to Auckland on the Friday. Highlighted 5 o'clock Jerry being by What the Hill, beating Ultimate Moment and Brienne. What the Hill, quite easy. Majestic Sun. We actually highlighted a couple of these. This is Artie's Peak. Peter Ferguson, Robert Dunn. Train beaten Luna Lou and Noble Count. 2-year-old and older. This is a 3-year-old filly by Peak out of Mega Speed. Luna Lou by Father Patrick out of Luby Lou, and Imperial Count is the sire of Noble Count. Imperial Count's done a good job this week. Narelle, Redwood, Russell, Jack, hello to you guys. Feel free to chime in, just going through the results. But for the week, Elderbaron Flame, as I said, beating Bangkok Betty and Gazman. Trixton, Majestic Sun, and Majestic Sun are your 3 place getters there. Coastal Bay, that was an amazing win. But again, this is the Talking Trotters show. I think we had one more trot. I think the last race was a trot. Nope, it was for the 2-year-old Colts and Geldings. Another good win there by Lee Major for Anna. Right, Winton. And we'll expand them all. They're 2-year-old pacing fillies. Trot, the AW Kyle Builders with Blythe for Jamie Gameson, beating Kyle Locke and Majestic Cullen. Blair Orange in the cut. The Williamsons ran 4th and 5th there. Matty and Brad doing the driving for Matty, of course. By Love You out of Songgate Sally is Blythe. 1 Over the Moon for Lady Margot for Kyle Locke, and Majestic Sun Mass Invasion for 3rd. 3-year-old and older trot doesn't give me the handicaps. $10,000 race. Brent McIntyre won it with Switched On, beating Randall, Houston P, and Julie Jacker for Brett Gray, running in 3rd by Bacardi Lindy. There's another one, another Peak running in place, and a Father Patrick. Randall, Houston P. Wonder what that means. Must mean something. Might have to Google that one later on. Get everyone a bit seasick, but that's okay. Will Inglis Lad for Robert Wilson. Brent White with Kahua Trouble, and Zaza Zoe for the Tomlinsons, and Kerry in the cart. Of course, recently notching up her 100th win. Angus Hall, Superfast Stewart, and Majestic Sun with the size of those 3 place getters there. And I haven't looked to see if there's any more trots. It's generally a good fill up of trots down there, but there wasn't. And then we went to the Banks Peninsula, Muchakarara today, and they had a great fundraiser for the Blue for prostate cancer. And that is a trot there, 2-year-old and older. Opawa Peak, wonder if it's by Peak as well, being To the Sunsets, and Love Walked In for the Hopes. Jeff Whitaker, John Curtin. It is another one by Peak, being To the Sunsets. You read that wrong, you could get yourself in a whole lot of trouble, that horse there. And then Love You, It's Summertime. Love Walked In for the Hopes. Filled your top 3 placings there for the sires. Here we go. Crazy in Love. Now, this young lady, whose name is Maya Horborough, has had her first win today. She's only had the 3 drives. Does not come from a horse background at all. So well done to you, Maya. Beating Ruthless Lizzie and Dragon's Sunshine. Now 3, Sam Thornley, I do know. Unge Mugford has run 2nd. Unge has only had 1 win from 100 drives, so he's got very, very close trains and drives, and he's a junior driver, and has had the 1 win from 100 steers. So hopefully you get the chockies soon. Unge going forward. It's an interesting name. Someone may help me out there with that a bit. And Ruthless Leslie by Love You, Bacardi Lindy, Majestic Sun. It's between Bacardi Lindy and Peak, the most recognised trotting stallion for tonight. Drivers individual, they were paces. I think they were paces. Here we have the Majestic Sun, DJ Jones Memorial, Oscar Bonavina, showing the replay just there before. Olivia Thornley bringing up win number 50, beating Resolve, who was terrific, and I Dream of Jeannie, Jack Butler and Sam Slomiski. Oscar Bonavina is by Majestic Son of How's the Moment, Andover Hall, Habibti for a Resolve, and Pegasus Spur, Countess Galleon was the third place getter. And here we go, got another one. What's Wanted for Ken Ford and Amanda Tomlinson. Algaloo, Timmy Williams, and Sinner Cool, Algaloo, I reckon it must be, by Peak. Seriously, Creatine, Peak, and there's one by Sundon, a 4-year-old by Sundon. That's a cool little one, that is for sure. Bay Mare too, should be well sought after going through the classes. I do apologise for the connections of that second horse there. Agaloo I'll go with, but yeah, not one of my best, but anyone that knows me unfortunately knows that I can butcher some easy words, and that is one of the hard ones. Please, any comments you want to still have, by all means bring them through. We'll go back to Victoria, and as I said, we've highlighted Australia. We'll go back to Australia. Here there was trotting Tuesday, and we did have a trot on at Gloucester Park, being won by BB Baroque, beating Nicky's Son, and That's Not My Gate. 2 horses formerly trained by Chris Elford. Majestic Son, the sire of the winner of BB Baroque. Can only do the top winner in Australia, because that's just the way it goes. Highlighted Albion Park, there was none at Menangle because they had their Blue Day. Trots for the first time during the week at Melton, and there was 4 trots, I think. Ewing, Father Patrick, of course Patrick Ewing is how that horse got its name. I thought it was named after Dallas. Anyone else who's my vintage might know who Dallas is, or what Dallas is. A few other people had no idea. Beating Daily Waters and Magic Law for Shane Taylor and Michael Bellman. Imperial Count was the sire of Imperial Monarch for Margie Lee. Jason Lee took the drive, beating Virginia Clowers, Arna Donnelly, James Herbertson, and Northolt for Craig Demler. Now, there was another trot, at least I think there might be 2. Everybody Loves Me by Imperial Count. Imperial Count got a double for that day. 3 for the week when you count the New Zealanders. Alex Ashwood in the cart, beating Kai Valley Heist and Good Heart. Now, I think I saw one other trot. No, so that was it for Tuesday. Anyone got a trot or anything they want to highlight, please do. Don't feel bad. I know there was 3 trots on Wednesday. Chris Finozio got the chockies with Bob the Builder by Angus Hall, beating It's Tricks Time and Kai Valley Picasso. Brent Lilly had 3 in the race: Kai Valley Picasso, Maestro, and Almar Valor. She must run a little bit below form there. Didn't actually see that race. Then the other of the trots was won by Buckles for Dennis Grieve. Well done you, Dent. Beating Bullion Girl and Blanco Canyon. Anyone like random things? BBB. We had BB Baroque win as well before. So there you are. Something random. I entertain myself sometimes, but that's okay. The Sundon's Courage at Truscott Lodge. Trotter's Handicap was won by Star Down Under for Peter Lindbergh, beating Rockford Peach and So Mari. By Down Under Muscles, that was win number 9 from $60,000 and $50,000. Peter Lindbergh doesn't train a lot of horses. His son Stephen used to train them, but doesn't anymore. But yeah, good result for everyone involved there at Swanell Thursday. Now, this was the Kilmore meeting, transferred. Darren Clayton, hello to you, Darren. More Queenslanders watching. Mari Duchess. So this was a Kilmore meeting that was transferred to Melton, unfortunately due to lights. Fred Cruz owns and bred Mari Duchess out of Happy Mari. I think Happy Mari is out of Mari Spurs' mum. Yeah, Sundonna. Yep. So that's how she is related. Velvet and Lace, Zach Steenhouse, Alan Tormey, and Brookie's Babe for the Zeras, Ben and Tony. Filled the spots. Amunet beat Raining Lilies. And What's the Tea? Ross Graham, second and third. Graham Whittle with the winner. So congratulations to you, Graham. 3-year-old maiden trot was won by Darcy's Fireball for Greg Sugars. Nick Hooper does a great contribution to Campbell's comments whenever I need it, beating Avant Garde and Coda D'Amada. Your top 3 there. And there was one other trot at the distance. Ross Graham got a winner by Used to Me out of Pink or Purple, a Rock and Roll Heaven mare. Bred by Lee Graham, beating That's Dudley and South Wind Chloe were your top 3 there in that one. We don't have too many more to get through. One, because we're doing this on a Sunday. We've done all of Saturday. Hamilton. There was 2 trots. Valerie Lane returned to the winner's circle. The daughter of Father Patrick, 3-year-old filly, behaved herself by looks and done everything right, beating Double Helix and Jericho's Trumpet. And then the other one was won by Shinsky, right down the outside, beating Lady Be Luck and Saloon, I think it is, driven by the brother. With the other 3 placings, that was at Hamilton on Thursday. Rightio. Shepparton, there was a trot, which I think I might have highlighted both. I definitely know I did Dances. There was only the one trot. So we all obviously highlighted Dances there before. Agui, thank you very much. Galen McKinnon. She's telling me how to pronounce her name. It's Agui. Thank you very much. Couldn't get that out of that, but I really do appreciate that. So Agui was that horse in New Zealand I couldn't get the name out of. Dancers beat Linda Grace and Belmac Baby. So I showed the video of Dancers doing a huge job for Connections. That was the only trot on the Friday night. Let's see. Did the Queenslanders have a trot for me? No, they didn't have a trot. And I wonder if they had one at Gloucester Park. No, don't get them all. Every now and then I do miss races, that's for sure. Wagga, we've got to get those guys having more. Newcastle, I know they're trying to get some more going in. No, unfortunately none there at all. Saturday night we have done. There wasn't a trot race. There wasn't a meeting at Globe Derby. Okay. Then Sunday today, Oyen, Hobart and Central Wheatbelt. Unfortunately, there won't be a trot at any of those. No trot at Oyen. So that's it. That's a wrap of all the results. Well done to everyone that was involved. Everyone that got a winner, got a place getter. Well done to you, Galen McKinnon. You helped me out there as well. Jack had a heap of drives last week. He didn't have any this week at all, but yep, really do appreciate everyone's input into the show. Of course, brought to you by What the Hill, who had a huge week, 16 individual winners in North America, 9 at Ohio for the Little Brown Jug meeting at Delaware. And I encourage people to go and watch those other YouTube feeds. Cossa TV, of course, is one of those, and then the other one is these 3 here. So that is the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association. Now, they have plenty of other fairs, so don't worry about that. They keep popping up. Rideau, Carlton Raceway, and Flamborough Downs. Watch them on your YouTube feed. Get on your YouTube. Watch them on that. Go to Campbell's Comments. Hit like and subscribe as well. Don't worry about that. You get to keep up with most of them. You can turn your phone off and have the audio going. I did it today. I was at a horse event, and you're able to still listen to everything as it does go along. Make sure you guys and see the guys at woodlandstud.co.nz for their continued support of the What the Hill. We'll be back next Monday night. Won't be a Sunday. Next Monday night, as I said, it's just a few work commitments and a few other things got going on. So I just was going to just put the show up as a pre-record, and I thought, nah, just put it up. Some people get involved. Nicholas O'Connor was there. You never know who might come in. Hopefully we can get a fair bit more information about Kiang Ignite. Might be able to even show those races. I didn't want to show the races from Cossa TV for the Mohawk Millions or the Canadian Trotting Classic because of they're only on today, so bit cheeky. These guys put a lot of money into it, so I definitely didn't want to highlight those races. So thank you very much, everyone that has tuned into Talking Trotters for What the Hill. I'll be back next Monday night. Until then, enjoy. Not sure if On Loose Lines will be Wednesday or Thursday, but it will be back. So just stay tuned, and yep, we'll see you all next week. Everyone next week for Talking Trotters.
Side, yes, Mickey, with less than a 16th to go. What the Hill, a short lead. Lindy the Great to the inside. Yes, Mickey, coming to the wire. It's What the Hill, and David Miller winning the
pocket sitter turned first over attacker What the Hill. And behind them, Dover Dan from in third. International Money still got work to do. They're in deep stretch, and here comes What the Hill. And Miller on the outside. What the Hill converting off the pocket trip to win the Canadian Trotting Classic. He won it by 3 going away. It's What the Hill.
Third, 3/4, 124 and 2 into the stretch. Looks like a Chippendale appears to be on the verge. Crazy Wild trying to fend him off. Room at the rail for What the Hill. He's raging late. And in heavy traffic is Pinkman on the far outside. Dayson trying to close in. But off the rail comes What the Hill, the 3-year-old. What the Hill to seal his division. What the Hill. Then Dayson. And then it was Pinkman third and Mambo Lindy fourth. What the Hill in one.